Okay, guys, welcome to the webinar tonight. It's a webinar basically different from what we are done before. Today, we are going to actually talk about do a presentation of the business. Hold on a second, please. Okay, can you see me? I want to make sure that you see.
Yes, perfect.
Okay, we call it a healthy cash flow, and there's a reason we call it a healthy cash flow. It's because, guys, we are in the business of health. Now, to tell you a little about myself, and many of you already know, I've been in Isagenix for 10 years. I have been in the network marketing industry for 20 years. I earned over $4.7 million in Isagenix. This is until January 30th, 2012. That's the new numbers are going to be given to us in July. I've been featured in many publications. Now, let's talk about what we are facing today. Physical pain, financial distress, toxins are all around, herbicides, pesticides, fungicides. I mean, worldwide obesity has doubled since 1980. Over 1.4 billion adults are overweight. 86% of men and 67% of women work more than 40 hours a week. I don't know if you know anybody, but don't be surprised. I would not be surprised one of them is you. 76% of people say that money and work are the leading causes of stress in their life. Now, let's talk about Isagenix for our founders, because this is a company that's giving a solution to all these problems. John Anderson found Master More Formulator. He probably has formulated more products than anybody alive. And then we have Jim and Kathy Coover, they are expert marketers. Kathy Coover, as a matter of fact, she was really successful as a distributor in network marketing before Isagenix. And Jim and the management position. That's why I call these three people the dream team, the formulator, and then obviously the marketers. And our vision is to impact world health and free people from physical and financial pain, and in the process, create the largest health and wellness company in the planet. Now, we have 25 full-time scientists. Actually, I think now we have 26. Obviously, John Anderson, he's the master formulator. We have other, you see in the picture, like Dr. Stu Shaw, Pierre Tissier, Dr. Michael Kogan. By the way, he's one of the best-known scientists in the field of longevity, are also athletes and nutrition. And Dr. Bill Andrews, that he's, together with John Anderson, are making history. Anyway, and we're going to see why in a second. Now, we've been making headlines, over $2 billion in cumulative sales, millions of pounds lost or released. I want to use the word released better than lost. We have close to 100 millionaires right now. We are in 8 countries. We are going to be spending, as a matter of fact, next week we are opening Singapore. It's the grand opening of Singapore. In a couple of months, this is around September, we are going into Malaysia and then mainland China. And then around October, we are going into Colombia and then more countries to come. We are 11 times Stevie Award recipients. Stevie Award is like the Oscar for companies. We are one of the top 30 direct selling companies in the planet. This is amazing for a company that's only 11 years old. Now, who's endorsing Isagenix? You probably know many of these guys. I mean, you see John Gray, you see Jack Canfield, Laura Silva from the Silva Method, T. Harv Eker, Eric Kaplan, Ruiz, Ligia Gowan, I think that's the way to say it, Steve Seabold, Bill Mayers. And by the way, I have the privilege and the excitement that 4 of them belong to our team. And some of you probably know who they are. And if you don't, well, you will soon know when we are going to have some of them in our webinars. But anyway, this is an incredible endorsement. These are people that we are not paying them to. Now, the causes of disease, and this is very important because this is a solution, and I kind of touched it at the beginning, but we know that our society is sick and overweight, and probably because our air is polluted, our water is contaminated, our food is full of preservatives and pesticides, and that's really bad. Now, the nutrition, I mean, this is amazing. According to a document 264, and this document was written in 1936, presented to the Congress, 74 Congress in 1936. I was talking already about why our nutrients, our food don't contain certain nutrients. Do you think it's better today than 1936? This was what, about 76 years ago, 77 years ago, long time. Now, And then we have another problem. You see, we see the cells and, oh, aging, early aging and illness. All this is happening. How can, imagine if you can have the solution of all this stuff. Guys, that's what Isagenix is offering. We have many options. Now, let's talk about the products. Let me show you why the Isagenix products are so dynamic. First of all, let's talk about why our product, given that it's not a weight loss product, it has great results. First of all, as you see here, and let me see if I can use, okay, perfect. Fat is stored to protect impurities. And then what happens, even if you lose weight, if you don't get rid of those impurities, what happens, you're going to have the rebound effect. Now, let me show you the difference in Isagenix. You're cleansing and replenishing, and this is important, cleansing and replenishing. You have to do both. And then what happens, first of all, you have all these impurities, you get rid of them, and then the body, it doesn't rebound, but you keep giving these nutrients. And what are nutrients? Here we see it. Here we have the shake. This shake is giving the nutrient that the body needs. Then we are doing the cleansing with this product. And then we are nourishing more our body. That's amazing. Guys, this product is needed, and this is why this is a great opportunity. And now let's go to the next one. Okay, guys, well, let's talk about Dr. Andrews. Now, we talked before already the solutions for cleansing and replenishing, and imagine when we put it all together with a technology that is going to help to reestablish the what is called the telomeres and to turn them on, or the telomerase. Let me show you here what I mean. You see? To turn on the telomerase, because that's the secret of aging. If you can do that, whoa, this is what it could happen. Can you see this? Maintaining, and in this example, restoring. Now you see what is the telomere length. Telomers, as I said before, is imagine that this is the chromosome. Now I know I'm a really good drawer, but let's see. This is the chromosome. It's like an X basically. And then around the chromosome here, they have what is called different. Oops. Let me let's move. Okay, now. Anyway, I'm not going to draw it because I don't want to. But around the chromosomes on the tips, there's like a little what is called telomeres that are around the chromosome. The shorter, every time the cell divided or every time it's polluted, is exposed to pollution, stress, and a lot of things start getting shorter. The shorter it gets, the worse, because people are getting not only closer to death, but they are getting sick through the process. And here, our purpose on the Dr. Andrews discovery is the possibilities of this. Maintaining, and look at this, and restoring. That's an amazing thing, and that's why Isagenix created another product in collaboration with Dr. Andrews. And this is it. This is this product B and Ageless Essential with product B. The reason we have the two of them is this is product B by itself, but we know that works better when it's combined with other nutrients. And on top of that, when you're putting all the systems together, like here, you see, then you are giving the body, not only you are cleansing the body, but also you are giving, with the cleansing is the first one, you are cleansing the body with this, then you are nourishing your body here, then you are this is the product B with all other nutrients that are necessary, and on top of that, if you want it, you can reinforce it. And that's why Isagenix created 3 systems. And those 3 systems, as you notice, all of them have those products. This is a specific for weight loss, healthy aging, and the difference between healthy aging and weight loss is that has extra of these, as you see. And then the energy and performance also has it. The difference is that it has this. But all of them had all these 3 systems had the 5 different pillars of health that are necessary, plus other products that reinforce anything that you're doing. As you see, this is what Isagenix have done, the power of system to get you more healthier. Now, and the solutions, as you see, cover 3 areas: the weight loss, the energy and performance, and the energy aging. a healthy aging. You see, for example, this woman, 53 years old, or our own Kathy Coover, 62. Obviously, the products work. And then the accumulation of wealth. And you see Jimmy Smith, who is 85 years old. We have all these 4 solutions. And it's why, guys, we have a great opportunity in Isagenix. Now, the Isagenix products work. This is a study that was done. And this is really powerful because in the case of weight loss, they put it against what is called the heart healthy diet. Heart healthy diet is the standard against every diet or every system for weight loss is compared. And local results. This is cool. 56% more weight loss, 47% more fat loss. But this is the biggest one. Twice more visceral fat loss. Now, visceral fat loss is the fat that's around our organs. It's the most dangerous and is the hardest to get rid of. And guys, as you see, our products work. There is no doubt. Now, also you save money because again, for example, when you are consuming food, Isagenix called that shake is around $3. It's less than $3. This is what a coffee will cost, and a coffee obviously is not as nutritious as a shake. And this is what a whole breakfast would cost. You're saving money. Now, the results are amazing. Here we see some of the results, and we have more results here. And obviously, the one on the right side here is Alex Cooking, who is on the call with us. But as you see, the results are without doubt very important. Now, wealth. Now, what does mean wealth for you or to you? Unlimited income, freedom, vacation, no-alarm clock, etc. Now, because the Isagenix product, we have an opportunity to create wealth. Now, let's say what Robert Kiyosaki said about wealth. He said, the numbers of days you can survive without physically working and still maintain your standard of living. For example, if your expenses are $4,000 per month and your savings are $12,000, your wealth means that you have 3 months to live or 90 days. If you have to stop working tomorrow or you lose your job, how long could you survive? Think about that. Now, the secret here, or your goal, is to create a residual income that is greater than your monthly expenses. And the reason is because not only you are covering the expenses, but you also are saving and investing that money. Now, this is what the competition and other systems have. This is the way that the pay plan works. Our pay plan is really simple. You bring 2, they bring 2, and they bring 2. That's it. It's as simple as that. Now, interesting, when you bring 2 people and you already qualify to earn up to $700,000 a year in unlimited debt, or this is the same as $13,500 per week. Now, let me explain a little. First of all, we have a strong front-end money, and this is really important, guys, because you want to make sure that you earn money really quick, and when you're talking to your friends and prospects, the same thing. The faster money they make, the better. Now, the first step for you is to become an associate, and when you become an associate, when you join Isagenix with any of the packages. Now, the next step is to become a consultant. Consultant is when you bring 2 people with at least 100 in volume. Then you become a consultant. Now, interesting, when you become a consultant, regardless of the system, the company is going to send you $50. That's not bad. Now, the next step for you is to become a manager. Now, manager is when you have 2 of your people to each one get their 2 people. In other words, they become consultants. Now, this is the cool thing in Isagenix. Every time anybody of your personal sponsor has 2 people, in other words, become a consultant, the company sends you $100 for each one. That means in this case, you have 2, you make $200. Now, if you become a manager in 30 days or less, the company sends you an extra $250 at $450. As you see, you receive $500 really quick. This can happen in the first couple of weeks or even 1 week. The next step is to go to the D. D means director. Director is when you have a total of 6 consultants. In other words, 4 more. You already have 2, as you see. There's one here, and there's one another here. Oops. I don't know what I did, but anyway. Now, you need 2 more. I mean, 4 more, because you have 2. That means, and remember, for each one you earn, the consultant that you sponsor, you get $100. That means four is $400. And if you do it within 90 days, excuse me, within 90 days, you get $750. Now, when you add all these, you have a good chunk of money. You make already about $1,700. That's not bad. Now, the next step is to become an executive. This is the executive is when you have 10 consultants. Now you have already 6 from before, you need 4 more, and for each one is $100, you make a $400 more. And if you do it within 6 months, you get $1,000, total of $1,400 more. And look at this. When this adds to $3,050 really quick. Now, the system that we showed you before, the 3 systems, the weight loss system, the energy and performance system, and the what's called the anti-aging system. Now we call it President Packs. Now, when you sponsor, in this case, you sponsor already 10 people because you have 10 consultants. You sponsor 10. Now, when you sponsor 10 people with the President Pack and at least 2 in a week, you earn 160 for each one. That means that if the antennas is $1,600 more, plus you get a commission of $540 for a total of $5,190. This can happen in a period of 5 weeks. As a matter of fact, the person that invite you here can invite you to see the video 5K in 5 weeks. Now, but as you see, it's really simple, really, really simple. And this is the power of the front-end money. Now, we have also the power of the residual. Now, in order to start getting money in all your organization, you need 2 people, as we said before. Now, let's assume that everybody brings 2, that they bring their 2. At the end of 12 months, you have 8,198. But how many people do you bring? Only 2. Now, you may bring more people in order to have this progression, but this is to show you the example of what could happen. Now, when you have a total of 8,000 people, then you have what we call the residual commission. That is a 6%. This is separate from what I showed you before. This is $49,000 a month. But even if it's half of that, a quarter or 8, how many of you will quit with a 6,000 a month or even 3,000 a month? Or how many in a year if you just get an extra $1,500 every month on top of what you're earning? Imagine the possibilities. It's really amazing. Now, we have a back end, and this, I'm not going to go in details, but you can match those 700,000 that I told you first per position. That means that you can have more than 1 position. Bonus pool to 100,000, and you can earn unlimited positions. As you see in this example, this is you, and then you can create another position, another position, another position. And by the way, this is a limit that you can create more positions. Really interesting, the potential of this business. Now, we have many millionaires, as you see. We have close to 100 millionaires. Here, there is an example. And by the way, it doesn't matter your background. This guy, for example, used to work in Costco for 15 years. She's a grandma that lives in a town that doesn't have a traffic light. He's an owner, used to be an owner of restaurants. He doesn't have a restaurant. She's a mom, single mom of 6. This woman, she's a hairstylist, a grandma. I mean, I can go through all of them. This guy, the one that sponsored me, Jimmy Smith, he's 85 years old. Age doesn't matter. These guys were the youngest millionaires. They were at 26. And this guy doesn't even speak English. That's me. But you see, it doesn't matter who you are, another single mother. You see, doesn't matter where you came from. There is no reason for you not to be successful. Now, I like to show this slide because many times people say, yeah, the problem with that kind of business that you have to be at the beginning because you're never going to make more money than the people that start first. And let me tell you one thing that all these women had in common. They started 7 years ago or after me, 7 or 8 years ago after me. All of them passed me. All of them are earning more money than me. All of them.
Now, two of them had experience in the business, these two, and these two had never had experience in business. But you see, it doesn't matter where you come into this business. Now, you may be asking yourself, can I do this? Do I have time to do this? Is it worth it? Yes, you can do this. We provide plug and play systems and great tools, including social media systems. If you're on Facebook, you're going to have fun with this. And you can build it part-time. As a matter of fact, most people start part-time. With our system, you can build in the pockets of your life. We have a system that where you focus for 1 or 2 hours a day. And it can be through the day. It doesn't have 60 minutes in a row or anything like that. And it is worth it because you have great tax savings, low startup costs when compared with other businesses or even jobs, no ceiling to your income. And by the way, it destroys the leading cause of strain in your life. That is money and time. And these are the systems, as I said before. What system is for you? Weight loss, healthy aging, or energy and performance? The decision is yours, guys. And again, remember, you can get your money back. $559 is the system. And remember what I showed you? You sponsor 2 people, you get 160 for each one, you get 320. You pay for more than half of the product. 370, actually, 370. And when they sponsor each one too, you get an extra 200, plus if you do it in less than 30 days, $820. You pay for the products right away. The rest is profit. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoy this presentation.